Hello everyone, welcome back. We've all heard of the Platinum card. We've all heard the legends of the Black card, the Centurion. For 99% of the world, the Centurion is the ceiling, the absolute limit of financial status. It represents the ultimate flex, a heavy titanium card that supposedly buys anything. But here's the truth that almost no one discusses. In the world of ultra-high net worth individuals, the Black card is actually just the entry point. It is the gatekeeper to a much quieter, much more exclusive world. Rumors have circulated for years about a white card, a titanium tier, or a diamond level. While American Express publicly denies the existence of a plastic card higher than the Centurion, insiders and financial analysts know the truth. There is a hidden hierarchy within the Black card membership itself. There is a level above the standard Black card holder. A level where you stop talking to call centers and start talking to decision makers. Today, we uncover the secret tiers that exist above the Platinum and the standard Centurion and the invisible ladder that only the billionaires know how to climb. First, we must clear up the biggest rumor on the internet. People often search for the Amex titanium card or the Amex diamond. This confusion exists because the Centurion card is made of titanium. The physical card itself is anodized titanium, weighing roughly 14 grams. But the rumor of a tier above this comes from a misunderstanding of how Amex classifies its clients. There isn't a different card color you can flash at a restaurant. There is a different service code attached to your account in the Amex database. When a standard Centurion swipes, the system sees high value. When a top-tier client swipes, the system sees critical asset. Let's break down exactly what that means. This is the most significant jump above the standard Centurion, and it changes everything about how the card works. If you are a basic Centurion member paying the $5,000 annual fee, when you call the concierge, you speak to a team. It's a high-level team, they are polite, but it is still a pool of agents reading from a screen. But if your spend crosses a specific threshold, insiders estimate this to be over $2 meters to $5 million annually, you are silently moved to relationship managed RM status. You don't get a new card in the mail. You get a specific human being. You are assigned a dedicated relationship manager. They know your kids' names and birthdays. They know your preferred seat on a specific aircraft type. They know your dietary restrictions before you even order. You don't call a 1-800 hotline anymore. You text their personal workmobile or send a WhatsApp. This is the tier above, where the corporation disappears and total personalization begins. Most people only know about the personal and business Centurion cards. But there is a third beast that is rarely photographed, the corporate Centurion. This is not for wealthy individuals or influencers. This is for massive entities and C-suite executives of Fortune 500 companies. The hidden rule here: the spending limits are virtually non-existent. While a personal Black card might get flagged at a $10 million purchase, like the famous Modigliani painting purchase story, to verify funds, the corporate Centurion is designed for institutional-level cash flow. It is the rarest form of the card because you cannot get it by simply being rich. You get it by controlling a market. These cards are often negotiated as part of massive corporate banking deals, making them invisible to the general public. There is a version of the Platinum and Centurion cards that you cannot get directly from the American Express website, no matter how hard you look. These are the co-branded brokerage cards. Specifically, the Morgan Stanley Amex, the Goldman Sachs Private Wealth Connection. Why is this considered a higher tier? Because Amex doesn't just look at your spending. They look at your assets under management, OM. If you hold $10 million plus with Morgan Stanley or Goldman Sachs Private Wealth, your Centurion invitation comes with different internal flags. Insiders report that these members often receive leniency on financial reviews that standard cardholders do not. Your bank vouches for you. The bank effectively says, "Don't worry about the bill. He's good for it." This adds a layer of protection and prestige that a regular applicant, even a rich one, doesn't have. Above the card, there is the event tier. This is where the jealousy starts, even among black card holders. Amex hosts ultra-exclusive events known as Centurion Living. These include private pop-ups at Art Basel, VIP suites at the F1 Paddock Club, or private tastings with Michelin star chefs in closed restaurants. Here is the secret. Not all Centurion members are invited. Amex segments the black card list based on engagement scores. If you are a Tier 1 spender, the highest bracket who spends on luxury, travel, and fine dining, you get the invite to the private dinner. If you are a Tier 3 spender, someone who just pays the annual fee but doesn't spend much, you might only get access to the ticket presale, or you might not hear about the event at all. The card in your pocket looks the same, but the opportunities you are offered are vastly different. For years, deep financial forums have whispered about Project Solstice. Research indicates this was likely a prototype or a highly specific, invite-only design concept that Amex explored for their absolute top 0.01% clients. While it may not be in circulation as a standard product, it represents the ghost tier. Occasionally, Amex issues custom cards for specific high-value partners or charitable causes. There have been reports of diamond-encrusted cards or art design cards created for charity auctions. These aren't standard financial products. They are trophies. They are functionally the same as a Centurion, but visually they scream that you are not just a customer. You are a partner. The ultimate tier above the Centurion isn't about using the card, it's about not needing to swipe it at all. For the top 1% of Centurion holders, Amex facilitates house accounts at luxury retailers. This works at places like Gucci, Saks Fifth Avenue, or high-end jewelers like Cartier. The process is seamless. You walk in. The store manager recognizes you. You take what you want. You walk out. There is no card swiping. There is no signing a receipt at the counter. The retailer bills American Express directly through a pre-authorized back-end channel because your credit is deemed unlimited in the truest sense. This is the level of trust where the physical act of payment disappears entirely. This is a digital secret. When you email the concierge, an algorithm scans your request and your profile. If you are a standard user, your request goes to the general queue. If you are a top-tier user, high spend plus high influence, your request is routed to the executive queue. The difference? The general queue might tell you, "Sorry, that restaurant is fully booked." The executive queue has pre-purchased tables held in reserve specifically for these moments. They don't call the restaurant to ask for a table. They simply activate the table they already own. This is why two black card holders can call for the same reservation 5 minutes apart and get two different answers. So does a card exist above the black card? Physically? No. Operationally? Yes. The secret tier isn't a piece of plastic you hold in your hand. It is a database tag inside American Express servers that marks you as untouchable. The world sees the black card as the summit. But for American Express, the black card is just the filter to find the true whales. It is a sorting mechanism. Once you have the card, the real game begins. Are you just a member paying a fee? Or are you a strategic asset that Amex cannot afford to lose? If you ever see someone using a Centurion card, remember, simply having it is only half the story. The real status lies in what happens after they make the call. Like, comment, and subscribe to uncover more secrets of the financial elite.